Joining me now for reaction, civil rights attorney Leo Terrell, along with Salem radio host Larry Elder and civil rights attorney Daryl Parks. All right, Larry, I'll go to you first. You know, listen, this is really getting pathetic. I mean, the danger zone we crossed a long time ago. But I was talking on my podcast earlier today how, you know, they hate a meritocracy. They think they're these new educated aristocrats, these leftists, and because they're basement-dwelling, marshmallow roasting in their mama's basement, they can't actually do anything in a meritocracy, and therefore they can't get power like normal people by obtaining it through hard work. This is what they do. They seek power by destroying others. Am I crazy or am I onto something here?
No, you're not crazy. What's crazy is, where does this all end, Brian? We could cancel almost anybody. JFK once referred to countries in Africa as boogie republics. You recall that Donald Trump was called racist for allegedly referring to them as S-hole countries. Are we going to cancel JFK? RFK is the guy that authorized wiretaps for Martin Luther King at the behest of J. Edgar Hoover. Shall we cancel RFK? What about Martin Luther King? He once had a column in Ebony magazine, the black monthly publication, and a vice column, and a gay guy writes to him and says, "I got a problem. What should I do about it?" And MLK said, "Pray it away and go seek therapy." Should RFK, JFK, and MLK all be canceled? By this logic, they ought to be.
Yeah. Leo, by the way, I'm Dan, not Brian. I know I'm not nearly as good looking as Brian Kilmeade, not nearly. But thank you for the shout out there.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
It's all right. And Leo, with your Leo 2.0 hat, which I love. Leo, the left, you as a former man of the left yourself, I mean, there's no logic in this. I don't understand this. Are we really going to go to a set of principles where apologies are no longer relevant, but they're no longer relevant for anyone who's not a liberal? I mean, Larry brought up a few great examples. I've got more. You got the Virginia governor, who we couldn't decide if he was in blackface or a Ku Klux Klan hood. You had Jimmy Kimmel in blackface. You had Joe Biden campaigning with a Ku Klux Klan member. I mean, they can all apologize. Right. What are the rules?
That's right. See, that's the thing about it. They get to pick and choose who they want to cancel. And let me make sure this is understood. Dan, your point was well taken. They're trying to destroy the American value system. They want us to cancel the people who gave us the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. They want to cancel Washington, Jefferson, and Lincoln, the Emancipation Proclamation. They want to destroy what makes this country great. They want to destroy why people are envy of this country, the leadership that made this country great. This is why it's so important to protect the current American value system. Dan, could you imagine if they take control of the Senate? They would have the entire government, and they would start canceling all parts of what makes this country great. They are a threat to the value system of America, and we have to stop them, or they will take over and try to rewrite our history.
You know, Daryl, I wanted you on the show tonight because I seriously want the leftist perspective, because this makes no sense to me at all. I don't get this. I mean, think about this article in the Wall Street Journal I read today. They're trying to cancel the Scarlet Letter. Don't you find that a little odd, Daryl, that a book about pernicious groupthink, they're trying to cancel using pernicious groupthink? Does that ever occur to people on the left when you talk to them?
Well, Dan, first of all, thanks for having me on tonight. I certainly agree that we shouldn't be destroying literature when literature is so important to our lives. And we all know the way that you learn literature is by studying the history of literature. So without question, we shouldn't be getting rid of literature. However, let me go back to something that Leo said earlier, right? Yes. This is not an attempt to destroy Americanism, right? What we're really finding out is that now we're learning more information about the individual people. You're learning more about the individual people.
You want to get rid of the mentioning of George Washington and Abe Lincoln? Don't call yourself a civil rights attorney by trying to get rid of people who made this country great.
Wait,
Leo,
Daryl, what I don't understand.
You don't have to yell.
I don't understand here. So again, I'm just asking you for logic, reason, and a set of rules and structured rules. So is the left's goal, by canceling Washington and Lincoln and Grant and Lee and everyone else, that the best way to eliminate our history is to expose it? Expose it for its sins, and then does this make any sense?
Not at all, not at all. However, I think there has to be a certain degree of transparency about these people in their history. Who says who we get rid of? But there's nothing wrong with studying what roles did people really play in American history. What did they really do in their lives, everyday lives? And did they do enough that we should honor for whatever they did?
Don't talk in lawyer talk. We know the good and bad of Washington and Lincoln. Don't come on this program and try to spread that left-wing rhetoric. I can read everything what you're saying. I mean, come on.
Truth and transparency is not rhetoric.
No,
let me get Larry in here. Larry, what I don't understand about Daryl, what you said actually is the conservative viewpoint, that study the both sides of complex human beings and make your own judgments about where they failed and where they succeeded. But Larry, what Daryl said is not in any way epidemic of the ideology on the left, which is if you've made one mistake in your whole life and you're not a liberal, you're out of here in history. Forget it. History be damned.
That's right. That's right. Zero tolerance. I'll give you another one. When JFK got elected, he invited Sammy Davis Jr. to perform at his inaugural until Sammy Davis Jr. married a white actress, and then he disinvited him. No one even talks about that. Are we going to cancel JFK for his racist act of disinviting Sammy Davis Jr., the greatest entertainer ever, because he married a white woman? Give me a break.
I think Daryl's afraid. I'm sorry, Dan.
Wait, Leo, hold on. I want to ask you, because just piling on this whole, how stupid and illogical leftism and liberalism is a damn forest fire. It's only for stupid people. Stupid people love liberalism. You have Raphael Warnock running for Senate down in Georgia. They're on tape celebrating Fidel Castro, who was a socialist, a system of socialism which has targeted minorities throughout human history. The body bag count for minorities under socialism is unprecedented. And like nobody gets that that's not only illogical, but tragically stupid.
He praises Fidel Castro. He salutes Fidel Castro. He tells white people to repent for their whiteness. And Daryl, you're sitting here apologizing for these leftists. You know they're wrong, but you don't want to get canceled. It is embarrassing to have the left try to cannibalize the right and then allow their own people to get away with racist rhetoric. It makes no sense. And you wear that brand as a civil rights attorney. I'm a civil rights attorney. And somehow something is being totally distorted.
Well, let me tell you something.
I'll let you respond.
Yeah.
All right, respond. Go ahead. Go ahead, Larry.
Well, I mean, he brought up Raphael Warnock, for God's sake. The guy's a preacher. I mean, how bad could he be?
So what?
So
he doesn't
what?
get a pass.
What does that mean? Wait, hold on, Leo.
Daryl,
time out. Daryl, he's a preacher who's pro-abortion. Where is that in the Bible? Did I miss that passage? Is that like Thomas 2:6? Abort your child. Where did I miss that? Like, come on. Just so you're a preacher, you're absolved of any wrongdoing ever?
But Dan, but hold on a second. But hold on a second. Go back to what you just said. He should be judged by his totality of life. That's what you just said. Are you going to judge it by one statement when the guy lives a life of preaching the gospel?
Really? Hey, Dan.
Daryl, wait, time out, because I got to run, guys. But Daryl, one last thing, and I got to bolt here. But I am judging him by the totality of his work, and it sucks. He doesn't like the cops. He doesn't like the military, and he's a pro-abortion guy claiming to be a preacher. That is the totality.
But
listen,
preacher versus
run.
Millionaire. You pick.
I got to run. Oh, well, listen. At least capitalists earn their money. Larry, Leo, Daryl, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.